What is up, Pokefans? Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and today we'll be continuing our climb through the Season 7 ranked ladder until we hit Master Rank with a team that we built from scratch. Now, we did make some changes to the team. Like I stated on Sunday, we would be changing some Pokemon around Terra-wise. So now we've got Jumpluff and Terra Water currently on the Pokemon Home app on the phone. This is the top Terra choice for this Pokemon, and I can't disagree with that. The other choice that you could possibly make it is maybe Ghost to annoy the inevitable fake out, but I have Clovert Cloak, so I don't really have to worry about that. And because I'm not using Talonflame and not relying on Gale Wings to get that +1 to Tailwind usage, I'm just gonna get it off. So like the only chance that they have to really make me not get Tailwind off is to pretty much knock out the Pokemon, in which it's not hard, don't get me wrong, but it is a little bit difficult to do it. We also had added 6 IV stats to defense. It caps her out. She had 6 available. 2 of them will not give her any type of an advantage, but I did give her 4 extra points, so she gets +1 to defense and nothing else. Fluttermane, we had no change whatsoever. Gyarados, we went to Terra Steel, and he was capped on EV, so we couldn't really make any changes there. For Great Tusk, though, we gave him +4 in HP, so he's got 1 extra HP point, and changed his Terra type to Fire, which is anticlimactic for him, but with Will-O-Wisp being a thing, it might be the best benefit for him. Otherwise, it would be Terra Ground to really get advantage of the Earthquake that I do not have on this Pokemon. We are still testing out Headlong Rush. If it doesn't seem to be the best fit, then Earthquake will be coming onto this mon. I do not want to put it onto a Scarf set just because of the fact that I have Protect, and 4 out of the 6 Pokemon I have Protect. So I'm trying to be a little bit more defensively while being hyper offensive, if that makes any sense. And Chien-Pao, we didn't really do anything. I hate to say it. We haven't really changed anything on this Pokemon at all. Not even the Terra type. So we're going to keep it as it is. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our first match of the day. Alrighty, and our first match is ready to go. We've got Grimmsnarl, Moongus, Iron Bundle, Tinglu, Ceruledge, and Chien-Pao. It's a very decent team. Someone that could easily counter Trick Room or even set up Trick Room with Grimmsnarl, but he does have Iron Bundle. And because Iron Bundle is in the roster, we are forced to come in with Torkoal and Jumpluff, just because I don't want to be outsped by Iron Bundle. And if I were to come in with anybody else, I would not have the ability to really counter. Now, everyone else seems pretty easily dealt with. We're going to bring in Gyarados, and I think our best option would be to go in with Great Tusk, maybe? I was thinking about Fluttermane. Actually, Fluttermane might be the best one. He might be the best one. Instead of Great Tusk or Chien-Pao, we don't really want to... We'll get the biggest benefit of the two for sure, but the bigger benefit is to have to deal with the Pokemon that you can bring in. Tinglu, we can have, Gyarados take care of it, but if it's like Chien-Pao, Gyarados can't really do anything to Chien-Pao. But we got Grimmsnarl and Ceruledge to start, which is kind of a problem here, for sure. Even though that we've got Torkoal here, we need to decide which one's going to be the better option. We're going to go ahead and get the Tailwind set up. We could be taunted here by Grimmsnarl, because he does have Taunt. You'll do the Misty Terrain. Okay. Prevent status effects, which is okay in my opinion, because then that turns off like the Bitter Blade will go off and we'll take out the Jumpluff. That's totally fine, because now he has a problem, and it's a major one. Because now I'm gonna walk in with a really pissed off Fluttermane. This is how this is going to work. Because Jumpluff was faster, we're going to Helping Hand, Fluttermane, Terra, Dazzling Gleam. It's not going to do very much to the Ceruledge, but that's totally fine. because now this is a very souped up, very, very souped up Flutter Mane, and it's going to have a helping hand of a defense. And because Tailwind is Tailwind, we get a first dibs. Good going with the light screen. But here goes. Ooh. There goes Grimmsnarl. Bitter Blade on the Flutter Mane, which will get the KO. That was not even effective. All right, all right. He has not done anything boosting besides just using the Misty Terrain. Okay, I'm gonna have to do some research on Ceruledge. Can't have his defenses drop because of Clear Amulet, which is totally fine. We're gonna protect on the Torkoal, and we're going to Waterfall on the Ceruledge. This is Chien-Pao. It is not for Ceruledge, and he's gonna turn to Grass. It's like a direct counter to the team that I have. Protect on Chien-Pao as well as Torkoal. Waterfall. Won't do a whole lot. Aha, he flinched and cannot move. Probably Flash Fire, but we'll give it a try. And we'll go ahead and protect withdrew Ceruledge. Not Ceruledge, ouch. Chien-Pao to bring in Iron Bundle. Okay, and I'm gonna protect Gyarados. Fork Drive is activated. So is this Flash Fire or Weak Armor? Uses Bulk Up. First time he ever used a buffing move besides Bitter Blade, so that's interesting. Eruption, and it is Flash Fire. But I take out Iron Bundle. And Tailwind's now gone. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-ba. We're gonna go again. And I mean, we could. Let's taunt. Let's see what happens. Chien-Pao will do the protect, which is fine. I will taunt. See if it was going to go for another bulk up. It was not. Didn't Bitter Blade. That's a lot of damage, even for a non-effective move. That's a lot. Now, Chien-Pao did protect, so Eruptions is not going to do a whole lot. But this is definitely an L. I want to know why that is as powered up as it is. That's so weird to me. Because Bitter Blade doesn't get a boost, as far as I'm aware. Sacred Sword goes into Torkoal. Bitter Blade goes into Gyarados, which is protected. And Torkoal now does Eruption, which is going to get Flash Fired. But it will hit the Chien-Pao for quite a bit. And the light screen wore off. We could do this. Probably not going to make a whole lot of difference at this point, but we'll give it a try. Okay. Ice Spinner goes right into the Gyarados, which will knock him out, unfortunately. And here comes the Bitter Blade right into Torkoal. That's still a lot. That is still a lot. And we'll do Heat Wave, why not? And Torkoal goes up, that's totally fine. Flash Fire. Fire moves, deal 1.5 points of damage. Bitter Blade is probably a fire attack, so that's probably why it's gotten... Yes, it is. All right, our next match is up and ready to go. We've got Flutter Mane, Iron Hands, Iron Bundle, Chi-Yu, Scizor, and Dragonite. Okay, so interesting layout here. We do have Iron Bundles still in the roster. So what do we do here? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do now? Now it might be beneficial to bring in... I don't want to bring in Torkoal Jump Bluff. I'm going to, but I don't want to. Because I do need someone to deal with Scizor, and I'm going to need a ground type to deal with Iron Hands. Dragonite's also going to be a problem. So Great Tusk also has to come in, and I think Flutter Mane is going to be the best one for me in this particular situation. I'm going to make a note. So this check on Cerulege, because... The Bitter Blade, even before fire went off, was still really, really strong. Okay, we've got Iron Hands and Dragonite, and we opened up with Torkoal and Jump Bluff. So we're going to go ahead and protect with the Torkoal, but we're going to go ahead and Sleep Powder the Dragonite. Because right now, Chlorophyll is giving a Jump Bluff a considerable amount of an HP or a speed boost here, which will put the Dragonite to sleep. Sorry, Iron Hands, but Covert Cloak says no for that fake out. And I'm gonna go ahead and... Yeah, I'm just gonna start my Reign of Terror with Torkoal. So yes, I'm gonna Sleep Powder the Iron Hands, but she's now asleep. Now Dragonite does wake up, and we'll do Stamping Tantrum, which will knock out the Torkoal. Sorry, Torkoal. My man Torkoal going to sleep for a while. But now we have a really pissed off Flutter Mane. And now this turn needs to be spent on setting up Tailwind if I already haven't done that. Which I don't think I have, and I have not. So we're going to start off this turn by doing Dazzling Gleam for both Pokemon, and then because Tailwind needs to be up, I will do Tailwind now. Okay, so Dragonite is also being added on again. And it is for Stomping Tantrum. He swaps out Dragonite. It's a good call. And he's bringing out his own Flutter Mane. It's interesting. Speed was heightened. So now he gets 307 if he's capped fully on speed. And then I go Terra Fairy with a 30% boost with the Tailwind. And now with Specs, this is going to do a lot. Oh, everyone loses. Flutter Mane still survives, I think, with the Spokasash. It is not sashed. It just generally lives with barely any health left. Oh, interesting. Here comes the Dragonite again. We'll go ahead and just do the Dazzling Gleam again. And we'll U-turn Fluttermane and then bring out our Pokemon from the back. Because now I believe you're going to turn into Terra Flying, or is it normal? Normal. Okay. So are you going to start extreme speeding now? Good call with the protect there. Extreme speed. Who you hitting? You're hitting Jump Bluff. That's okay. I wanted him swapped out anyway. But now you're in trouble. Because now this Dazzling Gleam's not going to hit the other Fluttermane, but it is going to knock you out of your multi-scale. If you have it. If you don't, this is going to hurt a lot. And you did not. You didn't. So here comes Great Tusk. Who gets a boost because Photosynthesis says so. So Dazzling Gleam, and we're gonna do close combat. I don't really have to do anything else. Extreme speed, because you're locked into it, into the Fluttermane. Will get the KO, which is totally fine. You actually should have lived, but can't do anything about it now. Oh, what? Oh, man. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. That was totally my match, though. Next matches up, we've got Toxtricity. Ooh. Oranguru, Torkoal, Dragonite. We've got Pelipper and Iron Hands. Okay. We got a little bit more playing room because now we don't have to bring in Torkoal. Someone else can bring in Torkoal, but we do have another person that can use Tailwind. Tailwind is really, really interesting, but we also have someone that can also just take advantage of setting up Trick Room. So we do not really need to focus primarily on speed this time, but we're going to bring in the Great Tusk, the Gyarados, and I mean, we could bring in Fluttermane, but I think the best one is going to be Qianpao for Sucker Punch, because they don't really have anyone that takes away from priority. God, that last match should have been mine. Why didn't it? Calc, Dragonite again. Yes, I should have put that. All right, first up we've got Oranguru and Toxtricity. We're gonna go ahead and just Sleep Powder the Oranguru. And we're gonna knock off. Oh, yes. Yes. And we're gonna Headlong Rush the Toxtricity. It's gonna set up the Terra. Is it toxic? It is toxic. Okay, what are you? You're now normal. Neat. So you are a Boom Burst build. Sleep Powder to the Oranguru. No Trick Room for you. Headlong Rush. Won't KO you, but will do a considerable amount of damage. But I'm going to swap out my Pokemon with the Eject Pack. And I'm going to bring in Qianpao. I didn't bring in Fluttermane this time. I was like, oh, Fluttermane will definitely help me out in this battle. Did not hurt. Nope. So Telepathy. Interesting. Qianpao will live with 1 HP thanks to its Focus Sash. And here's that Throat Spray. Oranguru is fast asleep. We're gonna Pollen Puff. And Pow to get a little bit more HP. Sacred Sword. The Toxtricity. Okay, he protects. Totally fine. Nice call on the telepathy. But here you go. Have some HP. Dang, that's not a bad amount of HP, actually. We're gonna do it again. Yeah, we're pretty much gonna set up what we had last time and just do it again. Maybe we can get a Sash to be procced back up again. He goes for the double protect, but it fails. Sacred Sword, boom. And Toxtricity falls to the might of Chien-Pao. Pollen Puff. And back up to full. And Oranguru is still asleep. Now, as long as it stays asleep, we should be fine. Here comes Pelipper, though, which will have some words with our Pokemon here. It will do the drizzle. But we're going to go ahead and just U-turn ourselves out of here. And we're going to go ahead and just get the Ice Spinner. Actually, we're going to U-turn. You know what? No, Sleep Powder. Sleep Powder the Pelipper, and we're going to then Sacred Sword the Oranguru. Because why not? Perks of being the fastest thing on the field. Pelipper will protect so it doesn't take any damage. Sacred Sword, the Oranguru takes a third. Jump, Sleep Powder goes over to the Pelipper, and it will protect. Oranguru, do you stay asleep or do you wake up? You wake up. And you use Trick Room. Neat. You twist the dimensions. Okay, I'm going to slip the Pelipper, and I'm going to Sucker Punch the... What do I do? This is a good call. Okay, Sleep Powder the Oranguru again, and I'm going to Sucker Punch the Pelipper. Sucker Punch. Boom. Will not get the KO, but we'll get pretty close. Hyper Voice with the Oranguru. Won't do enough damage to Chien-Pao, but will knock out the jump bluff, which is totally fine. Hurricane. Will not do enough, but we will definitely do some damage. Well, obviously, I can't do anything to the Oranguru. I mean, I can attack it, don't get me wrong. But in terms of dealing with it, it's kind of hard. But we are going to go ahead and Waterfall. I mean, we might need to Terra Steel here. We're going to take out the Pelipper, and we're going to Sucker Punch into Oranguru. See what happens. Pelipper will protect, which is totally fine. Sucker Punch into the Oranguru. We'll get the knockout. Woo! Slowly but surely, we are working towards our win condition. We are getting there. Who is your last Pokemon? Iron Thorns. Which is a terrible Pokemon to fight on my side. Boost your energy with the Quark Drive will raise its attack. So we're going to Terra. And we're going to hit Iron Thorns with everything that we've got. And we're going to Sucker Punch into Pelipper. Pelipper has to attack it protected last turn. It could go for the double protect, but it may fail. If it doesn't have Tailwind, it would probably need to use it now. But I'm getting rid of the weakness that I have to Iron Thorns because it is part electric. So I'm getting the Steel. It also knows Rock Slide, so yeah. Does Wide Guard. That's not great. Sucker Punch will fail, unfortunately. No effective on Gyarados, but will super affect the Chien-Pao, which is unfortunate. But here comes the Waterfall. which will almost KO it. It'll do a decent amount of damage. For sure. Great Tusk comes out now. And I'm going to Waterfall the Iron Thorns, and I'm going to just go ahead and hit Knockoff on the Pelipper. I could do close combat, but there's no point. Here comes Hurricane. Will get the KO, unfortunately. God dang it. I thought he could live. Come on, man. Iron Thorns use Earthquake, does nothing on the Pelipper. Will hit me for a lot. Will knock out, though. God dang it. And here I am, trying to be all smart and stuff, and I keep getting knocked out. Iron Thorns is faster? I'll have to look at that, because there should be no reason. He didn't use Tailwind. Hey guys, just want to give you a heads up. This is post me. It was Trick Room. That's what did it. Carry on. That might have been it. I might have just completely forgot about it. Anyway, so our next match is up. We've got T-Tar, Houndstone, Iron Hands, Toad's Cruel, Sylveon, and Iron Threads. Interesting bunch here. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and jump in with Jump Bluff for our sources of Tailwind. And we're going to also bring in Chien-Pao. I don't think Chien-Pao should open. I think Great Tusk should open, right? I mean, he can switch out, it's very interesting when he does. Yeah, we'll bring in Great Tusk that could switch out. A lot of his Pokemon here does seem pretty fragile to Fluttermane here. What else? Sylveon won't be able. Well, that's Fairy. I think Gyarados might be the best choice then, because like we could bring in Chien-Pao for the Houndstone. I think that's We'll bring in Chien-Pao for the Houndstone. I think that's going to be the better choice there. Match 4. 0-3 today. And we were almost at Mastering, but that's okay. That's what happens sometimes. Okay, Iron Hands and Toad Scroll. Now we'll bring in Jump Bluff and Great Tusk. Now we'll go ahead and get started off with the Tailwind on our side, and then we will do the Headlong Rush to Iron Hands. Or maybe it's for close combat. It's effective either way. Yeah, we'll set off the rumble here. Okay, that's totally fine. Tailwind. And Toad Screw, what did you do? Great Tusk couldn't move. Trick Room. That sucks. I did not realize that he did Trick Room. Well then. I'm in trouble. If I would have known, I would have slept him. Instead, I got bamboozled. I'm going last everywhere. I should start protecting here. Okay, Toad's Cruel. Okay. Nose. Trick Room. Does not affect Toad Scroll. Okay. It sucks. I wish I would have known a lot of this, but that's okay. Just gonna have to deal with it now. Ice Spinner. So Toad Squirrel is also grass type. So Sleep Powder does not work, which is why he was perfect. Even if I did sleep him, I wouldn't be able to do anything. Okay, so we got Tailwind for 2 turns and Trick Room for 3. I don't really know what the move was that he knocked one of my Pokemon out. Unfortunately, I was not looking at the screen, but I'm just gonna have to deal with it. We're gonna protect here because I really need to start playing on the defensive now. I need Trick Room to go away. Then we got Iron Treads. So, Iron Hands, what are you going to do? Drain Punch on the Chien-Pao. And U-turn. Oh. Okay. Interesting stuff. Now we'll just bring out Fluttermane, who I will try to focus. Get Iron Hands over there, and we're gonna Sucker Punch the Iron Treads. Does not get the KO, but we'll get the crit, which is good. Drain Punch on the Chien-Pao will drop it down to 1. Chien-Pao will live thanks to Focus Sash. Iron Treads use Iron Head. Knock out the Fluttermane. At least Tailwind is gone. So now I have a decent fighting chance. But we're gonna sleep that, and we're gonna Sucker Punch that. See if it works. Right now it's 2 on 4. It's a little unfair. Toedscruel kind of threw me out there. Okay. Sucker Punch. Goes down, Iron Treads. I wonder if that was a Scarf somehow. Thunder Punch right into the Chien-Pao will knock it up. So now it's just Jump Bluff. Poor Jump Bluff. All by its lonesome. Why don't you go to sleep for a while, Iron Treads? Hey! Trick Room is now over. I don't know if that's going to do anything. Sylveon. Neat. Hey, Sylveon, do you want to sleep for a while? What you gotta do? Protect. That's totally fine. I mean, this game's over. There's no way that I can really to get over this team. It's 1v3 and Toedscruel's in the back. So it's cool. I got to see Pokemon. But we are out of here. We are out of here. Man. So there was no way to stop Toedscruel with my beginning opener. And we dropped down back to just winning one match in Ultra Ball. But we are now 18 matches in, 7 and 11. Talonflame, Iron Bundle, King Gambit, Great Tusk, Fluttermane, and Chi-Yu. Interesting. So what do I want to do here? It's not a good idea to bring in Torkoal. Talonflame is going to be causing some ruckus with the Tailwind. So, and he's going to get Tailwind off before I could taunt. So I don't think that's the play to do. Instead, I'm going to bring in Jump Bluff, Fluttermane. Oh, Iron Bundle is there. Fudge. Okay. So we'll bring in Torkoal, Jump Bluff, because I have to deal with the Iron Bundle now because he's going to be out front. It's either Talonflame or Iron Bundle. Crapola. Okay, Fluttermane, and we'll go ahead and bring in Chien-Pao. I don't think anyone else is going to be really beneficial. I mean, Great Tusk would have been great against Chi-Yu, but it doesn't do anything to the King Gambit. I have 3 seconds left. 2, 1. I don't know how this is gonna go. At least they're not using Trick Room, but I have to plan for Iron Bundle. And the only way that I can deal with the Iron Bundle is to literally sleep it. And I can only do that if it comes out turn 1. So Talonflame and Iron Bundle. Yep. Okay, Quark Drive is active. Speed's gonna get enhanced. Yep, there's speed. And I'm gonna go ahead and just do an eruption, and I think I have to Terra here. Because Talonflame, if Talonflame doesn't go for Flare Blitz, anything, it's gonna go for Tailwind. If it does anything else, it's gonna knock out Jump Bluff. But I'm gonna go for the sleep. Does the Tailwind first. Which means dump up goes down. But Iron Bundle is now gone. Second half of the battle done with. So now Fluttermane can come out and do its thing. I could also bring in Chien Pao. Yeah, well, he has Tailwind. I do not. Yeah, we'll go in Fluttermane. And it is his Fluttermane. Neat. Crappy thing is, I don't have Tailwind. So he will outspeed me. Especially now. Fudge. I mean, I'm stuck. Like, I'm literally stuck. We'll do it. I mean, we have to. They're gonna Terra their Fluttermane to make it fairy, because why would you Terra your Talonflame? I mean, you could, but why would you? Dang it. I'm literally falling to last season's strategy. I'm hoping that I could survive, because Gale Wings is gone, but he's gonna attack before me. I got outsped by the outsped. But here we go, Helping Hand. Shadow Ball right into the Torkoal. Interesting choice. Brave Bird into the Fluttermane, and I will live. But now here comes the Dazzling Gleam with Helping Hand right behind it, and it's going to do all the damage I needed to. Oh. And it's now 1v3. And it's Chiyu, who is sped. I'm going to protect here. I'm locked into Dazzling Gleam. How long? He's got Tailwind for 2 more turns. Let's hope. Protects on the Torkoal. Heat Wave will not hit the Torkoal, but will hit the the Fluttermane, which will knock it out, unfortunately. Chien Pao will now come in. Are you scarfed? Heat Wave and protect. Are you going to use Heat Wave again? You do. Will most likely knock out Torkoal. There he goes. Do I have enough? Tailwind's now gone. Do I have enough? Heat Wave will go off first. Oh, that's not good. But Focus Sash will keep Chien Pao alive. Sacred Sword. And he will also stay alive? Oh. Yeah, let's do it. See what happens. Sucker Punch. Good call. But I can use Sucker Punch again. I'm okay with this. You outspeed me. Goes for the double protect, but it fails. I go for the Sucker Punch, but it fails. We're at a stalemate now. I'm going to protect. Wait, I can't protect? What? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. He's trying to wear out Sucker Punch. Nope. 2 Pokemon at 1 HP literally fighting for domination in the match. Jesus. Alright, so we've got Golden Go, Wu Chen, Iron Bundle, Dragapult, Hippowdon, and Glimmora. So I'm going to bring in Torkoal and Jump Off because it's the only way I can outspeed Iron Bundle, unfortunately. We'll bring in Fluttermane, and I think Qian Pao might be the best. Like, I want to bring in Great Tusk. I think he'd be like a huge benefit, but Great Tusk... I mean, he does have Golden Go. Yeah, we'll bring in Great Tusk. I mean, Golden Go is not like an easy Pokemon. Like, he's kind of, I don't want to say he's kind of easy. With Talonflame, I was able to get over him, but that's fire versus steel. Steel and ground is still pretty good in that regard, and I think he's going to be able to get the W. But we have Glimmora and Wu Chen, and I have Torkoal and Jumpluff. So out of this matchup here, we are looking really relatively good. We now get the double speed, which is, again, really, really good. We'll go ahead and just get started off with a basic Eruption, and then we will go ahead and sleep the Glimmora. Because I don't want to have to deal with Glimmora. I don't want to deal with Mortal Spin. I don't want to deal with Toxic. Nope. I don't want to, especially like Power Gem. Nah, I'm okay. Now, Wu Chen does lower attack, I believe, of all Pokemon. So let's see, what are you going to choose? Are you going to choose Spiky Shield? Are you going to go for it? Are you going to withdraw Wu Chen? Good call. You're bringing out Hippowdon. Okay. You're going to upset the weather here, which is going to lower down Jumpluff's thing, which is totally fine. Glimmora avoids the attack and goes for the Power Gem, which will not knock out the Torkoal, but gets pretty close. But here comes the Eruption, which isn't going to do a whole lot. Is he going to survive? Oh, with 4 HP, he's going to get out now. So we'll swap in the Great Tusk, and we will go ahead and just get the Tailwind up. Because at this point in time, I won't have to deal with that. Let's see. He withdrew Hippowdon. Good call. Who are you bringing out? Wu Chen, because you're thinking I'm not going to swap out, which inevitably I am. Because you're afraid that I'm gonna like just continue to weather war. I think it would be like a really cool thing to do for later on is maybe teach Jumpluff Sunny Day just to be funny. So Glimmora becomes grass. Okay. So that's probably a Salt Vest build. But here comes Tailwind. You're going to use Power Gem on Jumpluff, which won't KO it, but it'll get pretty close. You were hoping that I would swap out. I think that's what you were hoping for. But I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna swap out. There's no point. I'm gonna get close combat though. Yes, close combat on the Wu Chen. And I can't sleep any of them, which is totally fine for me. I'm gonna have to sacrifice someone, so yeah, we're gonna do Pollen Puff on Glamora. There you go. Have a Pollen Puff. You are definitely salt vested. There you go. I now drop in stats. But eject pack says, yeet. And here comes Torkoal. To reset the weather. Energy ball. And I will survive by keeping Great Tusk in the back. Foul play. We'll go into jump off. Cool thing. I have 2 free switch-ins for my team, which they will get a solid turn of Sun, or maybe not. Left and right. They'll get that activation, which is all worth it to me, even if they lose it next turn. To me, that was worth it. Now we'll go ahead and supersize them up with that, and I will protect here. I think that's the best thing to do for Great Tusk, because he's going to swap out the weather to be Hippowdon, and I'm okay with this, but he's got Energy Ball. So I have to play around Energy Ball quite a bit with Great Tusk. But the next turn, I'm going to hit Hippowdon for a lot. Now, he could have already planned... Wait, where's my Terra? Does my Terra go off after the swap? Oh, that stuff wears off. Okay, that's fine. Okay, the Terra comes after the switching. Woo! I was gonna call so much shenanigans. You guys have no idea. Alright. Protect on the Great Tusk. Dazzling Gleam. We'll hit the 2. Energy Ball into the Great Tusk, and I'll be just fine. Flare Rain takes a little bit of dings though, and so does Glamora. Do I have... I do have Tailwind. Oh, neat. It's cool. Dazzling Gleam again, and we'll go ahead and just do knockoff on the Hippowdon, because why not? None of these 2 Pokemon have moves that have priority, so I'm okay with just the setup right now. I'm a little upset that Photosynthesis got worn off, but I think that's what you deal with when you don't have booster energy. So that's a good reason why booster energy is better than actually playing with the weather. Just saying. Because you can't get rid of it once the weather is gone. It's just there. Dazzling Gleam will now hopefully knock out both of these Pokemon. And it should. And there they go. So... booster energy better than weather. Something I did not know about, by the way. And Tailwind is now gone. It's now Golden Go and Wu-Chen. Now this is a kind of a tough predicament for both of these Pokemon, because now I'm spec'd into Dazzling Gleam, so I can't do anything more. Wu-Chen will protect, so he doesn't take any damage from the thing, but I'm now going to be hitting Golden Go for quite a bit. That's about a third, maybe a fourth. Headlong Rush will now finish the job, though, which will undoubtedly lower my stats, but I can't switch out anymore. But now Wu-Chen has 2 Pokemon to stand against him, and I believe he gets buffed by the Sandstorm, so he's taking even more damage than he should, even with leftovers. So now, Dazzling Gleam, single target Pokemon, which is going to hurt a lot, and we're going to go ahead and use close combat, and the battle was canceled. We win. We went 2 and 4 today. Not bad for a Monday battle, mid-afternoon, so I cannot complain. So we did teeter quite a bit, but we are officially 20 battles in. This is the 4th episode of Season 7 when we do our ranked battles, and we are currently 9 and 11, which is a lot better than last season's of 2 and 12. We still had good matches, but now we've got a completely different team with different aspects and everything like that. I'm going to go through the footage and see how Iron Thorns and Pelipper were able to outspeed me. I believe it's 100% because of Trick Room. Now that I think about it, I think Trick Room was still active. So in post, I'll let you guys know if it was. But as for right now, we are done for today's video. Like I said, we are 9 and 11 out of 20 battles. So we are below the 50%, but we are not so far behind to where we cannot catch up or maybe even pass it in the next video. And we've got 2 more fights if we win the next 2 to hit Master Ball, which would be amazing. And then we just focus on getting up, see where the team is going to grow within 100 matches. So we are 1/5 of the way there of 100 battles using this team for Season 7. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments down below how you would change the team, or if you like where everything is going. So if you do, hit the like button and dislike it if you don't. And like I said before in every other video, I reply to comments, so feel free to leave them behind if you want to drop some knowledge. Other than that, that's it. That's all that I got for you. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Until then, have a good one. Peace.